U.S. Army Cyber Command, ARCYBER, installed military-grade encryption software on the computer President Donald J. Trump used during his at-home pre-sentencing video interview on Monday. The security enhancements were aimed at stopping a New York City probation officer and her superiors from hacking Trump's network and stealing his 2024 campaign agenda or other sensitive material. None of his personal devices hold data on white hat operations, a source in General Eric M. Smith's office told Real Raw News. General Smith, our source added, recommended the preventative step after Trump rejected his first proposal. Don't attend the video call and see how the deep state responds. But Trump alluded to his nebulous plan, saying his percipients would quickly determine whether the probation officer was taking cues from criminal justice Juan Merchan and his deep state allies. The general convinced Trump and his lawyer, Todd Blanche, to let ARCYBER further strengthen encryption protocols should the deep state stick its nose where it doesn't belong. Additional precautions included purchasing a new laptop. Trump had been told by the New York AG's office he could not use his cell phone for the video interview, with a clean install and no vulnerable bloatware. An ARCYBER specialist was at Mar-a-Lago to unbox and inspect the machine. The Monday afternoon interview opened with the probation officer, first name, Stephanie, last initial, G, asking invasive, unprofessional questions that had no bearing on the case. Taunting Trump, she wanted to know how Melania and Barron were handling living with a convicted felon who could soon be behind bars. She also asked Trump if he was ready to admit he was guilty of not only doctoring business records but also serial cheating on his wife. Trump's lawyer immediately objected to the line of questioning and threatened to end the call. At this point, Stephanie G. muted her microphone and appeared to be speaking to someone off camera. She had placed a hand beside her mouth, ostensibly to prevent anyone on Trump's side of the call from reading her lips. After a minute, she re-engaged her mic and explained that Judge Juan Merchan, if he felt charitable, might put Trump on lengthy probation rather than send him to prison, adding he'd likely have to wear an ankle bracelet so the court could track his movements. At that point, President Trump rebuffed her unenforceable threat, saying it was he who had the authority and influence to fit her with an ankle monitor, but it would hold an explosive charge set to detonate if she tampered with it or stepped more than 2 feet beyond her doorstep. Blanche attempted to mollify his client, but President Trump could not be silenced. He hinted to Stephanie G. that he had ordered ankle monitors placed on people far more powerful than a lowly corrections officer who served the deep state. There are people the likes of which you wouldn't believe in ankle bracelets, Trump reportedly said. And maybe you'll be the next. The call ended abruptly. Either Stephanie G. or her unseen handler had terminated it. According to our source, someone on Stephanie G.'s side of the connection had scanned Trump's computer for vulnerabilities. Nothing on that laptop to find, but she was certainly nosy, our source said. As an aside, Real Raw News realizes our source's accounting of the meeting contradicts the Washington Post's, which claimed the meeting was cordial and that the probation officer asked no unusual questions.